Welcome to the SD online classes. In this video, we are going to discuss electric motor. An electric motor is a rotating device that converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. So, an electric motor converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. The energy conversion is electrical to mechanical. Remember this. In our previous videos, we have seen that when a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field external, a force is acting on the current carrying conductor. A motor works on that principle. The electric motor is working on that principle. When a rectangular coil is carrying current and is placed in this magnetic field, force acts on the coil. That force rotates the coil of this electric motor. Okay, electric motor is very important in making fan, refrigerators, computers and many other electrical devices. Now let us see how electric motor works. The figure here shows a very simple diagram. Here we have a rectangular coil, insulated copper wire ABCD. You can see it is a rectangular coil and it is placed between north and south two poles of a magnet, north pole and south pole this side. The magnetic field is directed from north to south, you already know that. Now the magnetic field this direction, north to the south direction. Here it is left to right. Okay, the coil ABCD is placed between the north and south pole. So the coil is in the magnetic field very clearly. The coil is placed in such a way that the arm AB and CD of the rectangular coil are perpendicular to the direction of the field. You can see left to right magnetic field, and the arm AB is up to down. Yeah, this is, you can see they are perpendicular. Okay, so this is important. Now see how they behave here. In a magnetic field, arm AB and CD is perpendicular on the inside this magnetic field produced by north-south magnetic pole. Now what we have done here, two halves of the split ring is connected. The colored one is the split ring, P and Q is the split ring. One half is P, the other half is Q. The split rings is used for reversing the direction of the coil. Every exact half rotation, it will reverse the direction. The inner halves of this are insulators and they are connected to the axle. You can see the axle there. The end of this AB A connected to this half here of the P, and this side the end of this coil, this D, is connected to this half of the split ring Q. Okay, and then the conducting outer edge of P touches the brush here which is there, and it is the outer of the splitting ring is connected to the brush Y here. Okay, this contact will give a connection to the external wire and hence conducts the continuous current in the moving parts. Here we have a battery outside and a key connected to the external circuit here, so that current is always passed through it. When the key is switched on, dot means it is switched on. Okay, now the circuit is complete. You can see the current starts flowing from plus sign this side. Yes, it is going in this direction. You can see the arrow going this direction, and it will come out of the circuit. Right now the current flows from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal of the battery. So the current flows like this and comes here. You can see enters the coil AB in this brush brush X here, and through the brush Y, and comes out. This arm you consider AB is C. It is going current carrying straight conductor. Okay, if you consider only AB, it is like straight conductor carrying current. Okay, in this wire, what is the direction of the force AB in the whole? Only if we consider only AB, you can use Fleming's left hand rule. To apply this rule, what we do, we stretch our 3 fingers of the left hand, and you know, remember what are the things there. The thumb was F force, the forefinger was the magnetic field direction, the middle finger is the direction of the current, and the thumbs will be pointing to the direction of the force. That is why that is what Fleming's left hand rule says. Now the current is upward, so this magnetic field, the forefinger, let us see there. Yes, you can see there, this is upward, forefinger in the direction of the magnetic field. This has to be from left to right, so my forefinger in this direction, and you see my center finger, that is middle finger will be in the direction of the magnetic of the current AB, that means upside, so down to up. So I have to rotate this finger this direction. You can see that. Have you seen my magnetic field direction? The forefinger is left to right in the magnetic field direction, the middle finger is down to up the current direction, and in doing so, and my thumb is pointing right now downward inside the paper. Okay, that means this AB conductor will be pushed inside. Okay, understand, the AB will be pushed inside. AB will be pushed inside, the force will be experienced by this AB inside. So yes, this is the direction we are showing here, that will be inside the paper, inside. Okay, AB will be pushed inside or downward, you can say. Okay, now considering this arm, this side CD, the current is going down, and the magnetic field from north to south, that means left to right. Let us see here what will be the direction of the force on the arm CD using Fleming's left hand rule. Again, stretch the 3 fingers and I will point my current direction, the middle finger downward, and the middle finger in the direction of the current. The forefinger, you see, forefinger is in the magnetic field direction, and then this current direction is downward, and you see in doing so the thumb is automatically pointing upward. That means this wire here, upward direction, this wire here, now the direction of the thumb was pointing upward, that means above the paper, you can say. The force acting on this CD is shown by that direction, so you can show it like this in the arrow. Okay, that means you can imagine that it is above the paper like that, just the opposite of the AB arm, CD is there. If that happens, what will happen in the result? Now you can understand it better. Here you see AB and CD, just see, AB was pushed inside, split ring P and Q are connected there. Okay, you can imagine the same way how it is made. Now if the force acting on AB is inside, force on the CD pushed it upward. Now what is the resultant effect, or the overall effect will be, it is a rotation, it will be a rotation on the CD, it will be upward, and it will start rotating like this. Okay, so rectangular coil ABCD, because of the current flowing in the magnetic field, starts rotating in the one direction, in the rotating way. Okay, now AB is in the downward, AB will be in the downward, and CD force will be on the upward direction. That force will push this arm upside. Then this is the overall result. The coil will be rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, not like the clock it rotates, it is on anti-clockwise direction. Now you see the P and Q also will do their work. When the coil rotates, the split rings also rotate. Okay, now you see, now initially the coil ABCD is like this. A is connected to P, D is connected to the Q here, and we have seen that AB arm pushed downward, force acting on the CD pushed upward. So this coil is rotating in this way. This is the pattern in which it rotates itself. After half rotation, what it happens, let us see. AB comes on the right side, CD comes on the left side. Now the split ring P has come to this side, Q has come to this side, and Q has come to the other side. Okay, this now in that picture you can see, after half rotation, this is the new diagram. You'll see the Q makes contact with the brush X and P makes contact with the brush Y. Now the brush is replaced. Okay, earlier P was with X, Q was with Y. Now after half rotation, AB came here, CD came here, and this way P has gone to Q and Q has gone to P side. And after half rotation, Q makes contact with the X and P makes contact with the brush Y. Okay, now what had happens now, initially the current was flowing through A to B, in this A to B to C to D. This is the arrow mark here. You can see A to B, B to C, C to D. This is the path. Okay, and now the current will pass D this way. Now the positive is this side. The way current flows is this way, this way, this way, and this way. Now let us see, after half rotation what happens. The current will go DCBA. That is the way the current will flow. Okay, here it was ABCD, now it is DCBA. Okay, that is the direction of the current in the coil has reversed. You can see it is every half interval the flow of current is reversed. This is called commutator. Okay, in electric motors the split ring acts as commutator. Okay, split rings is the commutator. Now the current flowing from DCBA, here you can see AB was pushed down, arm was pushed up. After half rotation, like the rotation is like this. Now the CD will be, what will be the direction here? It will be again we can make use the Fleming's left hand rule again. Arm CD, if I use it again, magnetic field is from left to right, same magnetic field, just like same. Okay, in the second diagram all details are not given, but you can understand it is same one. Okay, there is already magnetic field north and south there also. Here if I apply the Fleming's left hand rule, point the magnetic field forefinger for the arms D to C, the current is going from D to C, that means down to up. Okay, and the thumb is downward, the thumb is going downward, the middle finger upward, the thumb is going downward direction. Okay, and this is the force acting downward direction, force acting on the CD in the downward direction. Okay, and here you see from B to A, B to A, you see same thing you do and apply the Fleming's left hand rule and show the forefinger towards the magnetic field direction, current's direction downward, B to A, then the force will be upward. Okay, B to A is the current direction, and then see the thumb is pointing upward direction. So that means again, just like the previous one, here also the AB will be pushed upward direction. Okay. Now if you imagine the whole thing, what happened, the reversal of the current also also what happened, the direction of the current was ABCD, ABCD, and now it is after half an hour, of the rotation, the direction of the current has reversed. DCBA, DCBA is the direction of the current. Now in the earlier case, AB was pushed downward and CD was pushed upward, but now CD arm is the AB was pushed down, arm AB is pushed upside, and the CD was pushed up one, and here upside, and here the CD was pushed downside. Okay, that is the reversal of the current. Direction of the force also is reversed because of the current reversal. And what happens, overall effect is that it was like this. Let us see again in this picture, in this 3D diagram. You see it goes half rotation. When it is half rotated, AB push down, CD up. This is the half rotation. After the half rotation, AB comes here, CD comes here, and now what happens, force acting on CD, it is in the downward direction, and force acting on AB is in the upward direction. Again after half cycle, what happens, again half cycle, one more rotation, and similarly the coil will continue to rotate one more half, same direction. Understand? So what is the overall effect from outside? What we will see, we will see ABCD continuously rotating like this, DCBA, and again the coil will rotate half of the rotation, next half, in the same pattern, just like that, and it will come to the original earlier rotation position. Okay, now reversing of the current is repeated at each half rotation, which gives rise to the full rotation of the coil to the axle. Okay, and you have seen here that we have used electrical energy here starting, and we produced mechanical rotation. You have seen that what was the initial purpose, to make the electrical energy convert into mechanical energy, and this is what the fan is doing. We are providing some electrical energy and getting a rotation into effect. Okay, so rotatory motion, that is why it is called electric motor. Energy is converted into electrical energy into mechanical. Mechanical means doing some work, physical work, that is mechanical energy is produced. Okay, now in commercial motors, this is a simple, very simple single wire. In the commercial one, electromagnets are used in the place of this. No, the number of turns are too many, the current carrying coil, the north and south is also the electromagnets, and lot of turns will produce big rotation effect. And soft iron core is used in the middle. Just we have done earlier that in the electromagnet it is used, that the armature is also there, which is the soft iron core. If we do that, then the motor's efficiency will highly enhanced, and it will be the commercial electric motor. And here we studied how electric motor works and how it works. That was the detail we have done, and hoping that you understood the concept.